for a project manager being able to check the status of 5 sites that they're managing, it becomes second nature to them. What we find is that once one of our employees sees the success of a tool like DroneDeploy in a project, they carry to the next project, and the next project. My name is Alex Ramirez. I'm the Director of Construction Technologies for PCL Construction. PCL is the largest builder in Canada and the number 10 in the US. We do commercial, we do civil and industrial, and we have also been working on renewables. I started my career in the quality stream and would take hundreds of photos that were useless because you couldn't really tell which room they were from, which wall. Once we connected with the workflow of 360 photography on site, it became very natural to understand what having that regular capture of the site could bring to us. What PCL has done right is that we have set up champions at the district or project level that can support that transition from project to project. So it really grew organically, right? And very quickly. We have utilized the DroneDeploy around for capturing existing conditions, communicating what we're going to work on to our subcontractors without them having to go to the site before the job is awarded. We have used it to communicate, finished state, and in some cases, progress, pre-boarding status, you name it. As much as we would want consultants to live on site, they don't. So when we ask RFIs, for example, it becomes very practical to send them the link to the specific location of the site of the latest capture. So RFIs get resolved pretty conveniently because then they can actually see, right? I remember myself, preparing RFIs before 360 photos and DroneDeploy and having to go to the site a couple of times to just understand how to ask the question properly and propose a solution. But then with 360 photos, you eliminate that need to keep going back to site for that purpose. Aerial is a whole different set of solutions, right? And then the cost of that would be huge compared to the cost of a drone flight. We've used it also for vertical facade inspections. Normally you would have to install a bunch of scaffolds, right? Vertical facade inspection, you're actually able to capture a very high-resolution version of the building to assess the condition of an envelope and completely replace the cost of scaffolding. And once the clients see what they can get out of that, right? So for example, they get the ability to visit their site, understand all that's happening there, the cleanliness of the site, how we're carrying construction and whatnot. They love to be able to do that on an ongoing basis. When we were moving, consolidating into DroneDeploy aerial, people were like, yes, because now we're going to have a partner that will grow with us and already has features that we were asking for. The ability to just grab 360 camera out, put a pin or do a walk on a floor plan without much more than just turning your devices on and go. I think that the ROI there is pretty evident.